continuing to work on things that you'll be hearing about in the near future, that even today, sitting here right now, you wouldn't believe it's possible, that we have found the answers. You'll be hearing about it, but we have found answers to things that people said would not be possible, certainly not in a very short period of time. We continue to embrace technology, not to shun it. When people are free to innovate, millions will live longer, happier, healthier lives.
Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting, the 21st of January. And on today's podcast, we'll be doing a bunch of decodes today on some Twitter threads, a lot having to do with 17. Also, my friends, we will be talking about a little bit of a pickup story from yesterday as I was talking about suicides within Hollywood. Well, the U.S. movie ticket sales hit near 25-year low. Other than the year 2017, the number of movie tickets sold in the U.S. this year is the lowest it's been since 1995. My friends, we all know that people are stopped going. They've stopped going to see movies, plain and simple. And I think a big deal of it is because they are aware of what Hollywood truly is and how these people act towards our president. They're a death cult. And our president will expose this in due time. In fact, they are exposing themselves, as we can see. Guys, before we get into today's podcast, would you please welcome my sponsor, PatriotFlashlight.com. What's up, fam? I wanted to tell you about my new sponsor, the Patriot Flashlight. This is a 3-in-1 flashlight. Why is it, Thomas? Because it's solar powered by an amazing solar panel. This thing has 2 USB plugins on it, so if you get into trouble, you can charge your phone or you can charge your flashlight. And another cool thing, this has 3 different settings. It has bright, dim, and strobing. So if you get in trouble on the side of the road, you can flag somebody down. Guys, you can take this thing camping, you can take it off the grid, or you can take it to war, baby. All I need you to do is go to PatriotFlashlight.com and type in the promo code TRUE15 for a 15% discount today. Don't wait, guys, and take control of tomorrow. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my backup channel, True Reporting 2.0. I would greatly appreciate it. We have just hit over 10,000 subscribers, so I thank each and every one of you. Also, guys, would you please go ahead and click the notification bell so when I upload a video to this channel, you'll be the first to know. And finally, friends, would you please go ahead and click the like button. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it gets recommended to other people on YouTube. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So, coming at us from Red Pill Dealer, we see here please follow this person at HMCD123. They're saying here, this is actually an old 17 post having to do with Hillary and the CA. How do you break up something this big? What happens if low, mid, senior, in quote, non-corrupt patriots learn they were sold out? What happens? Who is waiting with open arms with a plan to reorganize under a single entity with direct oversight by trusted patriots? My friends, we can see here, which is mind-blowing. The CA officer, Gary Schroen, was starting his transition to the retirement, but after 9/11, he volunteered to service and led Operation Jawbreaker into Afghanistan. He carried his knife with him in the war zone. This came out today, actually yesterday, my friends, at 8:10 p.m. So we go to post 8:10, and we can see here the CA middle management will learn of Hillary's betrayal, right? People who are in the lower, the middle, or upper management of these three-letter agencies will learn that they were duped and that they were sold out. As we could see here, the trader sold SAPs. As we scroll down to a little lower, special access programs are what are SAPs, and the trader sold them. Patriots learned they were sold out. As we can see here, some of the classified information Hillary Clinton discussed in emails sent on her private server appears to have centered around planned drone strikes and attacks against U.S. NATO soldiers in Afghanistan, according to pages 58 of the documents. My friends, in Afghanistan, right? Afghanistan, CA at 810. We're talking about people are sold out within the middle of management, even lower management. Patriots were sold out. What happens? Who will be waiting with open arms to reorganize these three-letter agencies with Patriot oversight? Everything will be corrected. And HRC told the FBI she didn't think the drone strike plans were classified. Bullcrap. Determined that 81 of the email chains, which the FI investigation determined were transmitted and stored on Clinton's unclassified personal server systems, contain classified information ranging from confidential to top secret, confidential to top secret, right? She didn't think they were classified. You're a liar. You're a thick-ankled dog face, and you're going to be buried under the prison if you don't off yourself beforehand. This is a great decode by Red Pill Dealer. Please follow this lady on Twitter. I would greatly appreciate it. Moving forward, guys, I wanted to show you another decode coming at us from a Delta from today, guys. This is from Julian's Rum. Please follow him at Julian's Rum. It says the new hashtag 17 Delta. 17 dropped at 1406 and 1407. POTUS tweeted at 1408. 17 dropped again at 1409. When is it mathematically impossible, guys? So as we can see here, Delta 17. If you don't believe that any of this is real by now, I don't understand why. I think you're just still asleep. I don't think it's many people on this channel or that follow me on Twitter or follow this YouTube channel. But guys, I'm telling you, this is all very real. You're not a conspiracy theorist. You are awake and you understand what's really going on. And it's very important that we spread this information. It says here, read the transcripts at 2:08. Then we could see here at 2:06. We see here the Democrat Party leaders, the Big Five, Nancy Pelosi, right? Adam Schiff, Jerry Nadler, Chuck Schumer, Dianne Feinstein. Control over CA in New York, vital to maintain Democrat structural integrity? Absolutely. They have to keep a grasp. They have to keep a stranglehold on California and New York. We can see here from Judicial Watch, releases California begins massive voter roll cleanup, notifies up to 1 to 5 million inactive voters as part of a Judicial Watch lawsuit settlement. Leverage, control, dictates how far you rise within the D party. Absolutely. Then we could see here at 207, they are not attempting to remove POTUS from office. It says here, 2/3 of the Senate will not vote to convict because no laws were even broken. They are attempting to protect themselves. They're not attempting to remove POTUS from office because of this. They are attempting to protect themselves from prosecution and prevent the public from discovering the truth. They already know that he shouldn't be impeached, but they're having to do this to protect themselves from prosecution and to prevent the public from discovering the truth. It's too late. You've already lost. God wins in the end. And again, my friends, it is mathematically impossible because of these timestamps. It's unbelievable, my friends. Please get in line. That it is absolutely astonishing to witness this in real time. So again, a big ups to Julian's Rum. Please follow him at Julian's Rum. Real quick, I wanted to show you this because this is absolutely disturbing. From at Benny Johnson, it says here, Puerto Rican politicians tried to make it look like President Trump wasn't sending aid to them after Hurricane Maria in 2017. A video, my friends, has surfaced showing aid sitting unused in a warehouse. They were hiding aid from their citizens who needed it desperately. This is so disturbing, my friends. I'm telling you, there is a deep state in every country, and we are eliminating them one by one. This should be death by hanging. This is absolutely, they allowed people to die, and they didn't even care. These people are sick. My friends, take a look at this video. It is unbelievable how many people died during this hurricane and how much food, diapers, clothing, anything you need, fresh water was in this storage unit not given to the people, and they blamed it on Trump when it was their own fault. I feel so sorry for the people of Puerto Rico. This is absolutely disgusting. You've got to vote out these pieces of garbage. Let's take a look at this video real quick.
Vamos a ver de nuevo para los que no vieron. Pampers. Miren cómo están los Pampers ahí, mírenlo. 6, 4 meses. Mírenlo ahí. Miren, comida de bebé. Ensure. Todo. Vamos a seguir mirando aquí, miren. Party. Más Pampers, miren. Todo lo que se necesita ahora mismo. Y botellas. Y el pueblo necesitando. Y ellos descariando, politiqueando. Miren. Miren. Mira. Encontré hasta botellas y todo. Mira, Huggies, Pampers, sábana. Miren, sábana. Allá abajo hay más cosas. Shops, mírenlos allá abajo. Más botellas de agua. Estas son botellas vacías para almacenar el líquido. Wipes, miren. Miren, el pueblo necesitando y el gobierno dice, Rivera Chat, dime ahora. Dime ahora. Viste que nosotros somos brutos, Rivera Chat. Viste. Mira, guante. Viste, Rivera Chat, que nosotros somos bien brutos, viste. Somos bien brutos. Porque somos un pueblo unido, que podemos más que ustedes. Descarados. Eliezer, dime de esto, bye. Increíble, que yo sé que tú estás por las luchas también. Está brutal, Eliezer. Increíble. Sé que si estuvieras aquí, estuvieras en candela, pero nada, yo estoy aquí, mi hermanito. Miren. Miren esto. Seguimos aquí. Miren, estufa. Mira, estufa. 5 estufas por caja. Miren todas las paletas que hay. Miren todas las paletas que hay. Y la gente, y la gente sin tener dónde cocinar, Si la gente sin tener dónde cocinar. Y aquí las estufas perdidas. Baterías. Yo las enseño ahorita. Miren. Ahí. Miren. Miren. Miren esto. Radio. Miren, de alarma. Midland, marca buena. Tirado ahí.
So as you could see, guys, I mean, these people they were holding back a full warehouse full of food, and it allowed people to die. And I got some memes that will go over that. It's actually from SGT Report that really just states how drastic and how evil this actually was, guys, done to their own people and then blamed onto our president. It's sick stuff, guys. Real quick, let's go ahead and hop into another article. This is actually coming from Breitbart, which I find hilarious. It says right here that the U.S. movie ticket sales hit near 25-year low. Aww, we don't have people pretending to be who they really are. They're pretending to be a superhero, or they're pretending to be somebody who saves lives and a fireman, and all these sorts of things. When in actuality, they're killing and hurting young children for their own benefit, for fame, fortune, sex, whatever you want to call it. It's all out there, guys. These people are going to rot. It says throughout the last year, Americans purchased 1.244 billion movie admissions, which is 5% lower than last year and only a little higher than the number sold in 2017. Are you noticing the trend? 2017, 2018, 2019, it's going down, 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 down. Right? 2017 is the worst year on record since 1995. Admissions obviously are quite different from the box office gross, which is the number everyone watches throughout the year. The 2019 box office gross was pretty solid, $11.4 billion, down only 4% from 2018's huge $11.88 billion. Something that helped the 2019 gross stay afloat was a 4% jump in ticket prices from an average of $19.16 to $9.37. Grosses are one thing. The number of tickets sold is something entirely different. That's the number that tells us how popular and influential movies are. And over the last 25 years, that number is going the wrong way. Aha. In 1995, the U.S. population sat at 265 million. Today, it is at 330 million. In other words, the U.S. population climbed 20% between 1995 and 2019. And even with that massive increase of 65 million more potential customers, ticket sales have stagnated because we are awakened to what the hell you people do. We don't like it anymore. You guys think you're all that. You think that you act pretentious, you act arrogant, you act like you know everything. You're in the political concepts and the political spectrum of things. We don't care. We all know that climate change is bullcrap. We all know that you live in gated communities, right? We all know that you live behind walls and then that you don't want walls coming in to board up our southern border. Well, why not? Oh, is that where you get your adrenochrome from, right? Is that where you get your sex trafficking victims from? You are sick, sadistic, twisted people. You're sick, and you got to get over yourselves, and you better find God quick, because I really believe it may be too late for you in the end. My friends, let's go ahead and hop into some memes to round out the podcast. All right, guys. I don't know if many channels out there are actually discussing this, but I find this to be extremely strange, and I feel like this anon has really tied a lot of stuff together. And just hear them out real quick, because I think it actually makes a lot of sense. As we can see here, anons. I've been racking my brain since this whole Harry yacht whore thing on them leaving the royal family. I mean, really, who gives up free money and titles like that? Well, no one. So I think I figured it out. They're moving to Canada, where our hero Trudeau is running the show. But here's the big but. Everyone knows something is hinky with the elections in Canada, as Trudy won the election basically because he got downtown Toronto to vote for him and the rest of the country went conservative. So it's pretty obviously hinky to anyone with a brain in their heads. With UN Agenda 2030, remember that was the thread of all threads that I went over, with the UN Agenda of 2030 and 21 in the works here as the goals, and they are being fast-tracked hard here. And he's talking about in Canada. They are going to need to win the next election legitimately. So, guess who could take over the libtards in Canada and take an easy win over most of the country? Ex-Prince Harry. A royal wouldn't be allowed to run here for prime minister, but an ex-royal, and a popular one too, would win hands down country-wide with absolute loyalty to the Queen, allowing the continuation of the agenda, the 2030 agenda, the 2021 agenda, and creating a safe space for their allies. Thoughts? I think that is a great observation. I think that that could be a plan in the long run. Canadians out there, I know a lot of you tune in. I pray for you. You need to not let this happen. You need to get Trudeau the hell out of there. You need to vote conservative. You need to vote anti-corruption, right? Absolutely. Coming at us from X22 Report, please follow him at X22 Report. He says, the light will reveal those on the team and those pretending to be. This is not a game. Self-destruction will immediately show the world the truth. I love that line. I love that quote. And I totally stand by that. Self-destruction is what we are seeing in real time. And this goes back to the Puerto Rican hurricane, the warehouse where they were keeping food and amenities from people to actually survive this, batteries, diapers, fresh water, fresh food. It says, whoever ordered that these supplies to be hidden in a warehouse just to try and make real Donald Trump look bad is responsible for the deaths of real people who didn't get help in time. There must be an investigation and convictions of those responsible. This is a capital crime, my friends. This is death by execution. These people need to be exposed. We can see here actually from Conor McGregor, my friends, another one red-pilled. He's going to get red-pilled, and he's very influential, very, very influential. We can see here from Donald J. Trump. It was exactly 3 years ago today, January 20th, 2017, that I was sworn into office. So appropriate that today is also MLK Jr. Day. African-American unemployment is the lowest in the history of our country by far. Also, best poverty, youth, and employment numbers ever. Great. Then we can see here Conor McGregor, remember, extremely influential. Millions of people know who he is, and he says, phenomenal president, quite possibly the best, the greatest of all time. That's why he says USA GOAT, right? Greatest of all time. Most certainly one of them anyway. as he sits atop the shoulders of many amazing giants that came before him. Not an easy feat. Early stages of term also incredible. Congrats and happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day for America, right? I like it a lot. As we can see here, this is kind of mind-blowing, guys. I wanted to show you this. We can think of Keck, and we can think of how we have digital soldiers and Pepe and so on and so forth. I just found this out today, that a group of frogs is called an army. That may be insignificant to you, but I believe that we're witnessing something that we can't wrap our minds totally around, that we had these autists, starting these meme wars, right, in 2016, right? And now it's all has to do with Pepe, and now we see here a group of frogs is called an army. You've seen the memes that I post on the back of this green screen, right? There's a reason for it. I just can't wrap my head around it, but it's quite fascinating to say the least. Oh, this is mind-blowing, guys. So let's check this out real quick. So we can see here from Hillary Clinton, blah, blah, blah. This is just her Twitter handle with her racist header up top. And it says here, black hats should be scared, post 8/11. How do you break up something this big? This is referring to the post earlier today. As we see here coming at us from Red Pill Dealer, this is what I'm referencing. And she is referencing a 17 post, which is this one. Post 8/11, black hats should be scared. How do you break up something this big? What happens if low, mid, senior, non-corrupt patriots learn they were sold out? What happens? Who is waiting with open arms with a plan to reorganize a single entity with direct oversight by trusted patriots? Who are trusted patriots? Who understand intel collection? 17. And we can see here. For those watching, this should scare you. It's the power of you who depend on to survive. Money is worthless without those in power serving you. The White House, the military, patriots, ready to play, 17. Then I'm just saying, guys, that whole thing that we're seeing right now with Hillary Clinton, and I'm telling you that these people should be scared, that the CA and these three-letter agencies will be reorganized and all of this information will come out. There's no running. There's no hiding, right? Right. So, again, another 30-second delta. I believe this was coming from Julian's Rum as well. POTUS's tweet at 11:08, right? 11:08:04. Less than a minute later, we get a 17 post. 30-second delta. It's mathematically impossible, guys. And my friends, I wanted to leave you with this real quick. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or scared of them. For the Lord, your God himself, is who goes with you. He will not fail you nor forsake you. And my friends, that is the podcast for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, a lot is taking place. It is biblical, as you can see from the intro video today. Guys, always know that God is with us. And I'm going to start leaving off these podcasts with actually probably a Bible verse just to keep your spirits high, right? We got to keep morale high. But if you found this informative and you enjoyed it, you can please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. We just hit 21,000 followers, so that's amazing. You can also donate to this channel and keep it afloat by going to my PayPal, Patreon. We have a P.O. Box and TRUreporting merch. Guys, always know God is in control and have faith in him and let him guide you and give you strength, and everything will be okay. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.